Hello, my name is Mark Anthony Dubose Jr. and I was born July 4th of 1986. Today I'm going to talk about something that, again, I just don't see many people talk about when it comes down to some dogs and some dog training, dog relationship, dog management, dogs. That's the concept of, I go to a lot of people's houses and y'all can't pet your dog. You can't sit on the couch with your dog. You can't just hang out with your dog. And one request that a lot of people give me is, hey Mark, I want to be able to sit on the couch and watch a movie and be able to pet my dog. I can't do that right now. It's jumping wild. I touch them and they're just insane and crazy, just crazy insane. And for me, I'm going to say that's a very unfortunate thing, because more than likely that's something that, again, in the dog training world, is we've been taught and been trained to do everything backwards. The only time that your dog knows to not be all jumping and moving is when it's asleep. It thinks that every single time that you're with them, you interact with them, you look at them, that it's time to go on a rampage mode, as opposed to let's just hang out. When are we gonna have time to just be able to just chill? When are we gonna have time that we could just sit down and just hang out with each other and not have to feel like we're I gotta watch every little microsecond of everything that's going on, but just know that everything is all right, that I can touch you, I can pet you, and it's all right. And at the same time, dogs, I'm gonna say, are a very, very fascinating animal, because they're very affectionate. I meet many, and every dog that I've ever had, even, I'm not the dog trainer that goes and selects the perfect one for the breeder. I got the last one of the breed for that breeder. These dogs are the forgotten about dogs. I love me working with some dogs that someone just forgot about. Someone just abandoned. Someone gave up on. Someone said it's too much. That's the dogs that I like to bring around my life. I don't want to put on a show to show you a perfectly well-bred dog that everything is just good to go from day one. I don't know anything about any of these dogs. And that's something that I think is powerful about being able to get the dog to understand, and for me to understand, that affection isn't just given automatically from a dog. The time and consideration and respect just doesn't, it's not an automatic, it's not given. You gotta earn that from them. And you can't just expect that they're gonna give you that affection and that calmness from you just demanding. It just doesn't happen that way. And a lot of times, a lot of people, your dogs don't want to be nowhere near you. Sitting on the couch and just watching a movie, or just laying in bed and just taking a nap. Spend an extra 20 minutes in the morning and just laying in bed and just hanging out with your dog. Your dog doesn't want to do any of that with you, because it actually is upset with you, I'm going to say, because you force it to do what it doesn't want to do. And I would say just doesn't want to do yet. A lot of times we get into that relationship where we're just, you better give me. And you hold them and you just hold them back. You hold them down and you're like, take these pets. You better like these pets. I'm paying for this food. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing that for you. Like you better like it. And the dog is just like, no, I don't like that. And the dog will sit there. And this is where I'm going to say that a lot of us today are getting confused with dogs, where we don't quite understand animals anymore. We don't see a scared dog. We don't see a nervous dog. We don't see a frightened dog. We don't see a paranoid, anxious dog. We just see happy, sad. Dog is sitting there and it's staying, it must be happy, right? Or if it's trying to run away and trying to bite me, it must be sad. Or I'm going to say that that's just not the simple basics behind it. That you can have a dog that will sit there because it will be so terrified to the point that it submits itself to just lay there and allow you to just pet it and pet it and pet it and pet it, and it'll just lay there. And then it rolls over on its belly, exposes its belly, like, oh, look, that's so cute. And you just start petting it more. When the dog is actually terrified of life right now. And that's why it's exposing its belly, saying, please don't go any further. And then time after time after time, the dog just continues to keep on allowing you to do it, because it knows that you're gonna do it for a little bit, and then we're gonna be off. I'm gonna go off and do whatever I want next. So it's something that is unfortunate, because in my personal experience, the dogs will give you that affection 100% of the time, but it's a matter of making sure that we're giving them that respect to honor that affection that they're gonna give to us, and not just demand it. And I'm telling you, a lot of y'all are struggling with your dog without being able to just sit calmly with your dog inside of your home, because you're demanding and you're forcing and you're dictating, and you're not just taking a second to say, like, what do you need? What's going on with you? How you doing today? Are you even comfortable with me? Are you comfortable with yourself right now? Do you need something? You need a little bit more? What's happening with you? And someone might say to me, Mark, you're an idiot for trying to talk to a dog like that, thinking that it's gonna even respond. And I'm gonna tell you, yes, it is gonna respond. It's gonna tell you exactly what's going on with it. It's gonna tell you what it needs. It's gonna tell you what it's looking for. But it's for us to just sit back and listen to them, instead of just tell them what we're gonna do. But ask them, do you want me to touch you right now? Are you comfortable with me touching you right now? Is this something that you are desiring? Or is this something that I desire that I just want to put on you because I want you to do something that I get a lot from a lot of people? My old dog and my old dog before, my dog before this, and I used to do this with my dog before. I don't care what you used to do with your dog before. What's going on right now? What I do with this dog, this dog, this dog, other dog in the front, other dog, they're all 100% completely different and unique. I don't treat a single one of them the same or similar. I don't treat any of them the same way that I've ever treated a different dog that I've ever had in my life before. And I'm never going to treat this dog the same that I've ever treated your dog. And I'm not going to assume and expect and demand respect that dog is going to do what it is that my other dog did. And again, that's something that I think a lot of us are messing up with. But mainly the thing that I think we're messing up with is when we interact with our dogs, we're just bringing out treats, we're bringing out toys. We're never bringing out let's just sit here. Let's hang out. Let's make this a positive experience. Why does it always have to be something that we add in as an outside source as opposed to just what we have together, which is just nothingness? I'm gonna tell you, I think a lot of people, again, mess up with your dogs because you're doing too much. You're trying to like buy this toy, buy this treat, buy this, do this, and go here and do that, as opposed to just the one thing I'm gonna say that I love about some dogs is they're in the presence of. They just want right here, right now. They don't care about that next toy. They don't care about that next trip. They care about what are we doing right now? What's happening right now? What are we going to be able to experience right now? And they don't need anything more than just us to stop and just be there with them and just chill and just hang out with them and just completely relax with them and show them that this is a very positive thing. Because again, these dogs they're on the go and they're looking for us to calm them down. And the more that we're able to calm them down, to get them out of their anxious feelings, to get them out of their fears, to get them out of their frustration, the more that they're going to want to give you more and more affection. Like this dog here, this dog May is a very, very interesting dog training case that I've ever had to deal with. And I'm very, very grateful for every single one of my dogs, but this dog in specific, I'm very, very grateful for. Even though there was days that I'm just like, May, you about to go find a new shelter. I'm about to go I don't know what to do with you. Like, I don't know what the heck to do. We're not getting together here. We have days that it's all right, and then we have days that it's just like, what the heck? And that's for me to make sure that I had to take that step back of, what the heck does she need? If she's not safe, I can't demand and force that she feels that she's safe. That's not something I can dictate in her. I have to be able to make the environment to be safe for her and for her to see it day after day. Hey, everything is safe. Everything is good to go. And it's one thing that I realized with her is don't touch her if she doesn't want to be touched yet. And I used to do that to her all the time the day when I got her because she's so sweet appearing. She's so submissive. She's so like easy to go. Like, you can just touch her and do what you want. But it's not what she wanted at first. She wanted some space because she didn't know. But she was so terrified that she would just sit there and give you these little sweet looking eyes like, please don't kill me. But if you keep touching me like this, it's okay, but please don't kill me. That's all that she was in reality going through in her brain. And then when I finally got through that barrier where she's like, hey, this guy's all right. He's not trying to hurt me in any way. And actually, he's trying to make my life better. Now she'll just hang out with me, and now I can pet her. And pretty much anyone on the planet right now could just pet her, and I know that she enjoys it. Because she'll come right up to you, and she'll put her little, I don't know what it is about this dog, but she'll put her little old chin on your leg and just say, hey man, give me some pets. And it's taken a lot to get there, but it's taken me to have the good understanding of, or down, the understanding that it's not something that is given. It's something that I have to work to be able to gain from my dog. It's not something that's just given. You could just pet them and hold them and do whatever you want with them. I'm telling you, majority of y'all with your dogs, they don't want to be touched by you. They don't want to be held by you. They don't even want to be nowhere near you. But they do it because they don't know what else to do in a level of fear. Because they're like, something bad may happen if I don't do this. And the dogs are so caring that they're just like, yeah, I'll take it even though I don't like it. And that's very unfortunate because that's when you end up with that dog that just doesn't want to, in reality, stay nowhere near you. It looks at you and it just looks the other way all the time. You're like, we're going inside, and it's just, I'm coming on, I'm staying out here. I'm not going nowhere around you. I'm not coming back from the park with you. I'm not going back to that. I'm free out here. You gonna try to make me go back to that? And they're not really in tune with you. And that's why I would say is, for one, stop touching your dog if your dog doesn't even come up to you. Stop even walking up to the dog to try to walk up there and just smother them and put your hands all on them. Stop doing that. Allow the dog to come to you to see, does the dog actually want to come to me, or am I forcing myself on that dog? And I'm telling you, a lot of issues that you got going on are just going to start to go away because the dog is going to start to be able to respect you, realizing, hey, you're going to give me some space. You're going to give me some slack here. You're not hounding all on top of me. You're giving me the availability that if I don't want to be there, then I'm not going to be there. And that's something that you're going to start to see day after day, that your dog starts to become more and more affectionate with you. The way that you actually do want to be able to sit on the couch and be able to watch that movie. I don't know what it is that I think that's my number one thing that I like to help with people out is, I understand you got issues with loose leash walking your dog, but how often in the day are you walking your dog? 30 minutes, an hour? Maybe you hardcore like me, 4 or 5 hours? You out with your dog doing what you're doing with some of them? But how often are you actually really doing that? As opposed to how often are you just, something I don't really watch the movies or nothing, but just sitting on the couch, hanging out. Sitting on the couch and just eating your food, making your food, just relaxing, just doing what you're doing. Got you a glass of wine, you just chilled out. How often are you doing that over when you're walking? So why are we trying to spend so much time on perfecting something that we do so little time on, but then ignore the main thing that we want to be able to have the most time, the most bonding experience with? And the number one thing that I see with a lot of people is you can't get your dogs to understand and just sit on the dang couch and just let me pet you, man. But let's just sit here for a 2-hour movie so that I could just pet you. And we could just sit here and just hang out. And your dog is, in reality, giving you a lot of pushback because it doesn't feel that you respect them. So it's not gonna come to you and give you that respect that you think that you want. And or, the main thing is, you get stuck in your brain as humans is, we deserve. My dog better this and my dog better that. That dog better not do nothing but be a dog and just be a completely blank slate to realizing what type of environment that it's in. That's why for me, it's just a very interesting understanding that I come down to is this whole reactive dog and dog reactive and these dogs having all these issues that I still don't see those issues. That I'm still 100% on board. That's got nothing to do with the dog. It's got everything to do with us as humans and what we're doing. We get scared. We get nervous. Then our dogs just do that as well. But when you're not scared, when you're not nervous, your dog's got nothing to be scared and nervous about anymore. When you're out there being the absolute strongest, the most willing caretaker out there, your dog is going to come on board and want to do that same thing with you. So when you're that person that's able to just give them the space when needed and just allow them to be able to come to you, the dog's like, man, I could trust that. That person is patient with me. That person is willing. That person is compassionate. That person is willing to forgive. That person is not worried about what used to happen, but is worrying about what's going down next. The dog is going to do whatever they can for you. Whatever. I mean, whatever. These dogs literally, they'll go to battle. They'll go to death for you. They will. But they only will when they trust you and they respect you. And they only get that when we give that to them. And something that I would just try to get more and more people to just do with your dog is just sit with your dog and just pet your dog. Just sit. The number one thing I would say is just sit and just hang out. And then allow the dog to come up to you. And then go ahead and say, hey, hi, how you doing? And give him some pets. Give him some affection. Give him some love and give him some just sweet talk your dang dog. Say, hey, you looking good today. How you doing? How things are? And just give them that affection that they're looking for. And then when they go away, just stop. Don't hound them. Don't run after them. Don't chase them. Don't demand nothing from them other than just hanging out for a moment and just relax and just chill and allow that to keep on happening over and over. And you're going to watch that your dog is going to come up to you in a nice, calm stance, a nice, calm way, and just constantly keep presenting themselves and saying, oh, when we hang out, it's not always this go, go, go rampage. We're not bringing treats out there. Sit, heel, down, play. The dog is just like, oh my goodness. Like, can I get a chance to just hang out? Can I get a chance to just chill? Because every time that we get these dogs and we get up with them and we come home, we're like, this is going crazy. Like, oh, let's go run, let's go play, let's go do this. It's like, yeah, there's a time for that. But majority of 95 to 96% of your time should be just hanging and teaching your dog how to hang out. Teach your dog how to relax. Teach your dog how to stay chill and calm. Teach your dog that. And the one way to start teaching your dog that is allow them to come to you when they're calm. Now if the dog is all jumping and all wild, for me, I just ignore it. I look the other way. I'm like, I don't even know what the heck is going on over there, but that is not gonna work out for me. That's not doing nothing for me. I'm gonna focus on when I see that nice calmness. When I see that calmness, it's like, hey, we could do this. And then the dog is gonna, at first, 2 or 3 seconds, you know, then they get moving because they're gonna revert back to what you used to do with them. Just hardcore play again, all of a sudden. It's just like, just chill out. And then through time, you're gonna start noticing that your dog just hangs out with you. You're just gonna look around and say, oh, my dog is just laying down. My dog is just hanging out. My dog is just doing what it's doing. It's not in no absolute rampage mode right now. It just wants some pets and is looking for some pets. And it's something that we all should really get a better understanding with working with some dogs. Everything that I see on social media stuff, I get it. It's fun and it's exciting. It's flashy. Get my dog to do these heels and do all these obedience stuff, do all this bite work stuff and do all this crazy stuff. Like, I get it. It's cool looking. But that's not cool looking when you're trying to watch a movie and chill out the rest of the day because you had a hard day. It's not cool looking then when your dog is on the go of trying to bring the ball to you and just make you play fetch with it for 5 hours. Oreo, get down. Get down. It's not cool then. But it's cool when you got the extreme amount of energy and everything is lined up and everything is good to go. And then it's like, okay, let's go. It's cool then. But I'm telling you, the 95+% of your life, the stuff is just annoying and just crazy. That's why I'm gonna say that there is a massive difference between what I'm gonna say is a good dog trainer and a good dog owner. That a good dog trainer is gonna get your dog to be a psychopath. It's gonna be on the go. It's gonna be just pushy, move, hustle and bustling. But a good dog owner is gonna be able to get the dog to be able to calm down and be able to relax. And a lot of us are looking for good dog trainers to help us with our dogs inside of our home. And that is the opposite approach you should ever be thinking about doing. Something that I could say is dogs jump on me. You know why? Because I like what mine do. So I give that body language of let's jump, let's play, let's have a party with that. I'm gonna pet you, we can go down that route. But there's something about me that is very, very, very firm about my character and what I'm all about is calm, chill, peace, hang out. We done now, let's just relax. There's a time that we gotta do some stuff and there's some time that we gotta hang out a moment. And that's the part with me that is confusing when I see what people today call our good dog trainers. You're convincing the dogs to get activated, to want to bite, to bark, to guard, to do this crazy looking stuff. They have that in their energy, in their body, in their being. That's what they like about the dog, is to get them super jazzed up so that they're gonna go and bite something. And then yet, how many pet dogs do we see today that are doing these same things, that are just absolutely crazy, that are just wanting to bite, wanting to go, activated when they see another dog or another person. They're just absolutely crazy, absolutely insane. And that's just what I see more and more of today. And the more and more we're watching these dog trainers teach you how to get your dogs to be like that, the more that your dogs are going to be like that. And I'm telling you, you don't want that. It looks cute, it looks cool for a 10-minute video on the Instagram. But when you're living with that, it's not fun. This dog is not fun. He's fun to me when I need him. When we're out running animals and doing what we're doing, he's fun. But he's not the dog that you just snuggle with and hang out with and chill out with. He's on a mission all the time. You can see him, he's always on the go. You touch this dog and he goes into insane, crazy play mode. And this isn't a pet dog. This is a working dog. This is a working animal to the day he dies, working animal. And it's a completely different animal than what these other dogs are. Completely different animal. Is nothing of the same. And yet we're coming at trying to work these dogs as if they are the same, as if they're similar in any sort of way, and they're just not. They're not. We don't play with them, interact them, do nothing with them the same way. This dog here is nothing of the same with my pet dogs. And I never want him to be the same. But yet we as pet dog owners are trying to convince our dogs to be these high athletic working dogs. Always on alert, always on guard, barking everyone away. All right, Oriole, done. Get down. Get down. Barking everyone away and displaying these same things that you see in all these bite sports and all this protection stuff. We got protection sports that are on the, what I'm gonna say is professional side, then we got all the way down to this backyard crazy side. And a lot of people are getting a lot of information on how to train your dogs from these people. And these people that are, all they want is to get the dogs in an extremely excitable, heightened state, as opposed to a calm state. They're getting the dogs to do certain things based on, the unfortunate thing is fear. Dogs don't want to bite people. There's a very rare dog and very rare genetics out here that the dogs are just know how to bite people. But we're forcing them to do such a thing. The dogs bite animals. They bite cows. They don't bite them. They nip them and move them. No dog on this planet, outside of pig hunting dogs, which are mostly bully breed dogs, Dogo Argentinos and stuff like that, that actually go in to bite to hold and hold the lock on so that they can't get bit back. There's a very rare dog like that. And that still doesn't bite humans. But yeah, we're creating and training these dogs to bite human beings, which is so foreign, so strange to the dog. So they're doing it out of a level of frustration. And that frustration is going to lead to something that's going to look absolutely savage. And we think that that's fun and that's cute. And that's the 100% opposite of fun and cute. What's fun and cute is being able to watch a 2-hour movie and be able to hang out with your dog and realize that everything's good, everything's safe, everything is calm, everything is chill, everything is relaxed. That's what's exciting. But, you know, for video, it doesn't look all that great. It doesn't look great for me to just sit here and just hold my dog. And my dog just look at me and just say, hey, I like you, man. There's no fun in that. There's no excitement in that. There's no thrill in that. There's no like, oh my goodness, it's the world's best thing. But you know what? A lot of times the world's best thing is something that is regular, real looking. And regular and real looking is what's best because it's real. Not this fake, crazy madness that someone had to stage and properly set up to make it look the way that it is. But what's real is what's the most exciting thing about life. And that's something that I would hope to be able to somehow introduce back into people's perception of reality. Real life. Get out of this fake stuff. This fake stuff is leading you to absolute destruction. And it's making you feel like you're behind and you're not doing enough. And I'm telling you, the real stuff, the reality, real life out here, it's boring looking. And there's something beautiful about that. But that's what I see when I'm out here with all my animals. It's boring looking, man. It's nothing super just, oh my goodness, this is going on, that's going on. No, it's just life. And life it's already stressful all out there. I don't want to bring all that stress into here to have to continue to keep on living in that stress away from where it is out there. I want to bring real life. I want to bring real peace, real happiness, real joy around me, close to me. That's something that I hope to be able to just explain to more people about your dogs. That a lot of times, I'm going to say this, pet dog, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. You're trying to figure out the next toy, the next treat, the next this, the next that. You know what your dog cares about? Affection from you, attention from you, appreciation from you, respect from you, kindness and joy from you. The being there and available for them. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking for that next item, that next training session, the next this, that. They're not looking for any of that. They just want to be with you. And once you are able to fulfill that need, your pet dog is going to be the best pet dog on the planet. And I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to give it up. As much as I want to rehome this dog and give her somewhere, it's going to be one of the hardest things for me because of the bond that we've been able to create. That she's stuck to me. This dog's not trained. She's behaved. And she respects me and she trusts me. That I don't need to leash her. I don't need to worry much about anything with her. When I move, she moves. When I stop, she stops. It's hard to get rid of a dog like that because it's what I'm going to say is real life excitement. And that real life excitement is not flashy. Well, this dog here could do some flashy looking stuff. He could do some wild stuff. He could do stuff to make you just like, I can't believe I just seen that. And video is one thing, but in person, he does some stuff that's just like, that was extreme. Like, how the heck? Like, what we were just doing here a little bit ago, moving some roosters back in their pen. Like, in the presence of, it's impressive. But that's not what 99.9% of people have as far as when it comes down to some dogs. You want a pet dog. So watch those videos of those people do that stuff and do all the bitey stuff and do all them things. And you're like, that's cute, that's cool. But don't ever try to put those expectations on yours. Your dog, just show it the attention that it's looking for and give it the respect that it's desiring. Thank you.